UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.
Yo, what's going on? It's Pawz One representing UndergroundHipHopBlog.com. We're here in downtown Los Angeles at Project Underground. I got my man right here, N8Beats.
What's going down?
So how'd you enjoy the show tonight? We had a little bit of fashion, MC battle and stuff like that. How'd you feel about the whole entire show?
It was real seamless. Everything was put together real well. There wasn't one moment where there was a song stopped. It was ready to go. From the fashion to the hip-hop show to the battle, it was all lovely.
So you had a good time?
Yeah, lovely.
That's good to hear. Because most hip-hop events are usually they're real saturated, you know, it's rap, 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 rap. So as a producer, when you're at a hip-hop show and you go just kind of to spectate, is there anything that you listen for, particularly as a producer, something that you hear in artists? Is there something that you listen for?
For me, it's a great median in between their stage presence and their ability to really just deliver, because I'm looking for it all. I don't try to listen to you. If you're an artist out there, I don't try to listen to you when you're on stage. I just kind of like chill and forget about you, and if you catch my attention, then I'm really interested. And then afterwards, I'll pull you off stage and I'll talk business with you. And look, straight up honest, you're independent. You better have your business down. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're amazing on stage and your business presence is completely ridiculous, like what are you doing without a hot girl walking around collecting emails for you while you're on stage? What's going on with that? Like seriously, you know, when you're on stage, why are you not participating with the crowd? And I'm not saying when I say hey, you say ho type shit. I'm talking like real participation, having hat tricks, so that when people come on stage, they do things happen that you don't understand, that you didn't expect. All of a sudden something comes out of nowhere. And the last thing I have to say about that is that those tactics can't overshadow your true talent, because that's what it comes down to. When it comes down to it, someone gets on stage with raw talent, there's nothing I can do but like say, all right, I gotta work with this guy.
Because there's a big difference between actually performing live and performing in the studio, and a lot of people don't know the difference between actually recording and performing. So as a producer, when you're in the studio and you're working with the artist, you're not just a beat maker, somebody that just made a beat and here's the track and it's a stereo. Go ahead and rap over that. So you actually sit and build with them all together, am I right?
Right. Well, a lot of my clients are actually from outside of LA. So they fly into LA, I get them in $1 million studio, we sit them down, we make sure that they have the song. They've already recorded the song. We've already worked on it together. Okay. First session, we're going in the studio, we got songwriters, we got guitar players, we got singers, whatever you could possibly need, demo singers. We record the whole thing from zero to the end. Scratch take, but of course it's as quality as a lot of producers think is the end quality.
Yeah.
So then, second session we're going in and I'm focused on one thing. I'm not engineering, I'm focused on one thing. And one thing that I'm focused on is the artist's mentality, to make sure that they're in the right zone, to make sure that their heartbeat is right, to make sure that they have their entire mentality together so that they can get the best performances possible. I have to know stories about the background of this person, what they've been through, the shit that they've struggled through. Everything, I need to know it, because if you're coming in the studio with me, I need to be able to get you on your A game to the best possible. If I got to drive around the block with you and grab a pizza real quick so that you can just kind of like calm your nerves, this is your biggest song. Every song is your biggest song, and so it has to be incredible. This is what I want to tell artists out there. If you are going to clubs and you're frustrated because you're not getting on, you're like not seeing any progress in your music career, and you're going to the clubs and you're hearing these songs like, I'm not going to name any specifics, but ones that are very shallow, that don't have any concept, it's just an 808 kick drum, and you're thinking, I don't even like this kind of music, but I'm going to make this fake shit too, because I guess that's what's getting on. Well, I'm going to tell you something, okay? There are two types of artists. There are the artists that are amazing at business and horrible when it comes to skill set. And then there are artists that are amazing at skill set and horrible at business. And then there's a little bit in between. It's like a pendulum, right? So maybe you're more on the talent side and you're getting frustrated. Don't swing over to the other end. I'm going to tell you, these cats are on because they have their business right. Their music sucks, but their business is right. That's why they're on. So don't think that if you make whack music and your business isn't right, that you're going to be on. You're going to be making whack music and you're not going to have your business right, as opposed to being really dope and not having your business right. So just get your business tight. That's all it takes. Get your business tight.
So on that note, a lot of people think like, well, you know, I got my business together because I know how to book a show and I know how to do things like that. You know, I give people my demo, I got a little business card made, and they think that it stops there. So is there anything that you could recommend artists would do to take it to the next level as far as, you know, if they're recording artists and they're not just drinking beer, freestyling with their friends, smoking weed. If they're really going to take it serious as a career, what would you recommend as the next step? If the first step is, you know, they're doing shows and they're recording here and there, what would you recommend be the next step?
Right. Okay. So, do you have an album out? Is that album worthy of showing some of the biggest artists, your favorite artists in the world, your favorite record execs in the world? Can you show that to them and go, here it is, that's it? Listen, if you don't like that, you won't like me because that's my best work. That's step one. Step two, you're already doing the shows, you got some songs, you don't just have some songs, you have a real good CD, no cutting corners, high quality graphic design, not just you on a front cover with some girls in a car. Do something creative, please. This is music. So then after that, I highly recommend that you build your fan base. Build your fan base can mean everything from what I told you before, which is actually having some hot girls at the club asking for email addresses while you're on stage. Hey, check this out. You know, we'll send you some free songs of the guy who's on stage right now. Think about that. How many people can you get on an email address that you can email later and say, hey, you like my last show? Come to this one. So that's one of the situations that I would say you get yourself into. Another one is building relationships with radio stations. What radio station do you want to be on? Okay, who's the program director for that radio station? Maybe you could just call and say, what's good? I'd like to take you out to lunch, and start building those relationships. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you and who likes you. And hopefully to the point where you can call them at 1 in the morning and they'll pick up like, is everything okay?
Yeah. So with social media and marketing, things like that, underground hip hop blog, there's people all around the world that are checking out this interview right now. They want to know, for certain rappers, frustrated rappers, they want to know, well, who's this guy telling me? Who is N8Beats? So as an MC, I always have my eyes and my ears open for new producers and people doing their thing. I had an opportunity to do some research, and when I saw the names that you work with and you're affiliated with, I was really surprised because it's a wide range of artists. You want to let people know like who you produce for and things like that?
Oh yeah, sure, for sure. I work with Mims, TECH N9NE, BROTHA LYNCH. I worked with Mac Dre. Let's see who else have I worked with. MISTAH FAB from the Bay. My artists, Rob Young, Abdul Hall, Azriel Hall, no relation. Let's see, I'm sure there's some more people, but that gives you a gist of it. And then of course on the corporate end, there's ADIDAS, Ray-Ban, Sun Microsystems, the 2012 Olympics, and the Oakland A's. I'm just completely thrown aback for the fact that you guys are even interviewing me at undergroundhiphopblog.com. You guys got your game tight, you really do. You're real tight. I'm flattered the fact that I'm the first producer to be interviewed by you guys. You know, I know you've done a lot of artists, a lot of real prominent underground artists. Yeah. So I definitely appreciate that. That's amazing.
I got another question, and then we'll go ahead and let you do your thing because I'm pretty sure you got a lot going on. I wanted to ask. I know you're saying that get your business tight. Don't sleep. Don't give me a photocopy album. Don't make shitty music and have shitty business. Like really step your game up. So. For the producers out there, we cover the MCs. For the producers, on a final note, is there any advice you want to give to aspiring producers?
Absolutely. Okay. Producers, check it out. Okay. How did I meet TECH N9NE? How did I start working with TECH N9NE? Well, a DJ that I didn't know from Portland, which is where I was raised, 503, he was a fan of mine from Portland, and I was just flabbergasted that this guy was a fan of me because I thought he was the dopest producer in Portland, or I mean the dopest DJ in Portland, and he is. So he got signed onto Strange Music as their tour DJ for TECH N9NE. He calls me up, he's like, yo Nate, I ran into your boy at the strip club, Rob Young, and he told me that, that he was working with you. I didn't believe him. But then he gave me your number, so I'm hollering at you right now, whatever. He's like, I'm gonna hook you up. I just got hired by Strange Music. I'm gonna hook you up with TECH N9NE. That's how I got the TECH N9NE song. Okay, How'd I Meet You 40, same exact thing. Lil Fats, right? I'm sorry, DJ Fat Boy. He's his personal tour DJ too. And so that's how I met him. I mean, all these people that I'm involved with, it's all based on relationships. But on the other end, there's other situations where you'll just know about someone that's big in the industry that you want to know. So for instance, I'm represented by Violet Brown. Violet Brown's the woman who got Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and Will.I.Am from the Black Eyed Peas, the record deals. And the way I met her was that I knew about her. I had her CD. Remember that CD called In the Beginning There Was Rap? It came out like 99. It sold 950,000 copies.
Priority Records.
Yeah, exactly. So that album, she produced. She executive produced it, and it sold like 5,000 copies short of 1 million. So it almost went platinum. And I had that, and I used to rock that CD too. It was like all the remixes of old songs with the newer artists in the 90s. And so I used to rock that. I knew all about her. And then when I found out that Cognito was friends with her, I had to get a hold of her. I ended up sending her a real dope care package, and it had a proposal in it, nicely drafted. Everything was perfect, and that's how we met. And I ended up going to her birthday party a few years in a row. We ended up becoming really good friends, more than business at all. So sometimes you just end up being really good friends with these people, and it's all about, I'm going to tell you this, drop the insecurities, just be real, be a good human being, and live your life. Like, you're going to die one day, you might as well live it up right now. So just enjoy yourself and get out there and grind. But when I say hustle and grind, that doesn't mean wake up and be upset with yourself all day. Like, oh, I got to work, I got to do a day job, and then I got to hustle, and then I got to do music, and all of that. No, I'm trying to tell you to go find excuses to go have fun. Why are you in the music industry? Because you love it. So go have fun. Go do this shit. Go get around a whole bunch of hot girls that can take you around town and bring you to the nice clubs so that you can meet the right people. You know, and also on that note, I'm kind of going on a tangent here. No. But on another note, don't just rely on your opportunities. Don't go, who's gonna discover me? Like, I better keep on going to nightclubs and getting drunk all the time because I want someone to discover me. No, you can't just get discovered. That's the whole concept of underground. When you're underground, if you wanna reach that ground level, you obviously have to do something on your own and build your own base. So whether it's a full-scale business with personal assistants that can be your street team, or if you're just trying to do it like straight up, just like doing the LA circuit and then maybe touring the US or touring Japan and making a bunch of money. I know cats that just tour Japan. You would never hear of them here, but they're superstars overseas.
Yeah, they can't walk through a mall in Japan, but over here, you know, they walk right by you and you don't even know who they are. So I mean, that's a lot of good advice for just artists in general that are trying to get involved in hip hop, whether it be making videos and things like that. People are waiting for Dr. Dre to save them, and they're waiting for Puffy and all these people to save them, but they forget the fact that they are the next Dre and they are the next Puffy and they are the next entrepreneurs and CEOs. So it's good to have you here, Nate, dropping knowledge. For sure. Appreciate you. UndergroundHipHopBlog.com.
Yeah, if you want to check out more, holler at me at N8Beats.com. That's NATEBeats.com.
UndergroundHipHopBlog.com exclusive.